In the village of Porbandar, along the Arabian shoreline in India, today a tourist spot with a large harbor, train line, and airport. However, on October 2nd, 1869, it was the birthplace of a child who would grow up to do many great things. This baby was born to Karama Chand and Pultabai Gandhi. This was their third child, a boy, who would become one of the most famous spiritual leaders and rights activists the world has ever known. This baby was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Growing up, Gandhi lived with his three brothers and his parents. His father was the Prime Minister of Porbandar, and his mother was one of his biggest influences. But Gandhi wasn't always the most well-behaved teen. One of his friends, Sheikh Mehtab, often got Gandhi to do things that were against his beliefs, like eating meat and smoking. Feeling so ashamed for his actions, Gandhi vowed never to do evil things again. At the age of 13, Gandhi married his wife Kasturbai. This was due to an arranged marriage, a custom of the region. Together, they had 4 children. Gandhi was married to Kasturbai until the day she died. When Gandhi was 18, he left Kasturbai and his oldest son to become a barrister in England. By doing this, he became an untouchable, because it was against the Hindu religion to cross the ocean. He found things to be hard in England for someone like himself, who had many firm religious beliefs. He tried to adapt to some of the traditional customs of England. He took dance lessons, for example, to be more like the English. But he stayed true to his beliefs by not eating meat or drinking alcohol. Once he achieved his degree, he headed home, only to find that a few days before his graduation, his mother, who had inspired him to help others, had died. Grief-stricken, he took some time off to spend with his wife and child, but in no time he was back to helping others. Although Gandhi was always working to help make life better for the people of his home country of India, he never forgot about the rest of the world and its needs. Once he got his law degree, he worked to help people in South Africa fight for their civil rights. Even though he was often ridiculed for his ethnic background and religious beliefs, Gandhi never quit fighting for what he believed in. While in Africa, he was thrown off a train, told to leave a courtroom, and even attacked by a mob. But when asked by police who had attacked him, Gandhi refused to give any names. He simply stated, "They were misled, and when they come to know the truth, they will be sorry for what they have done." Gandhi always tried to see the good in people. He always remembered that we are only human, and everyone makes mistakes. When Gandhi returned to India after being in Africa for several years, he decided to tour India as a third-class passenger. He realized on this trip how uneducated and how bad living conditions were for people here. To help them out, he started Tolstoy Farms, to educate them and give them a better life. This was just one of his first steps in a long process of gaining Indian independence. Throughout his life, Gandhi was in a constant effort to gain Indian independence. He held numerous protests against acts passed by the British. When the Black Act was passed, which stated all Indians were required to give up their fingerprints to the British government, Gandhi refused, and for his actions he was imprisoned a total of 3 times for trying to fight this. He eventually was tricked by General Jan Smuts to give up his fingerprints. Smuts said that he would have the act repealed if Gandhi would give up his fingerprints. So Gandhi gave in, but Smuts went back on his word and the act was not repealed. After Gandhi was let out of jail early due to appendicitis, he sent Smuts a pair of sandals he had made while he was in prison. Smuts would later comment on this by saying, "I have worn these sandals for many a summer since then, even though I feel that I am not worthy to stand in the shoes of a man so great." Although Gandhi is said to have fought for Indian independence, he never used any form of weaponry. What he used, some say, was much more powerful. His weapons were nonviolence and peaceful resistance. An example of this is after the Rolawat Acts were passed by the British. Instead of attacking British buildings or capturing their leaders, Gandhi simply held a harshal, or a modern-day strike. So many people went along with this that even Gandhi himself was shocked with the turnout. Along with holding protests, Gandhi was also known for his long marches. Possibly his most famous march was when he was protesting the new tax on salt that the British had set. This tax gave the British government a monopoly on manufactured salt, and it was a capital offense if you were caught making salt illegally. This march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi started on March 12, 1930, and ended on April 6th of the same year. This was a 240-mile march, and in the end, Gandhi and 78 of his followers made it to the salty shore of Dandi. After praying, they gathered handfuls of muddy salt and boiled it in seawater. Therefore, they had broken the salt law by illegally producing salt. A month later, Gandhi was imprisoned for his actions. After many continuous years of effort in gaining freedom for his fellow countrymen, Gandhi drafted a resolution called Quit India, in which he demanded the immediate departure of the British government in India. 5 years after Gandhi and the Indian National Congress drafted this resolution, it was made official and India won its independence. Sadly, only a few short months later, while Gandhi was outside praying, a man came up to greet him, and after bowing down at Gandhi's feet, he stood up and shot him 3 times. As he fell to the ground, Gandhi muttered, "Hai Ram," which translates in English to, "Oh God." As the great physicist Albert Einstein once said, "Only a life lived for others is worth living." If Gandhi had a motto, this is what it would have been. Gandhi's life was dedicated to helping others, no matter the cost. If he felt he could make a difference, he never let anything stop him from achieving this change. He inspired so many and did so much. His name will be written in history books for centuries to come. And no one will soon forget Gandhi, the man, the martyr, and more.